Hey everybody, Shane back with here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. I'm very excited about this one. This is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. Some really cool chords in here that might be new to you and that you'll use in other songs elsewhere in situations. But I do want to thank you for coming back and for subscribing. All your thumbs up and suggestions have really helped. I really appreciate it. I want to send this one out to Lawrence in San Francisco, who I know loves this song. So terrific, Lawrence. And hey, I'm going to recommend that you go to patreon.com and grab this sheet. This sheet I'll be referring to the entire time. It's got all the chord diagrams on it. Quite a few chords in this one to keep track of. So this will help you get through it, and we'll talk about the notation and the chord diagrams as we move along as well. But again, thanks for coming back, and thumbs up mean a lot on YouTube. I really appreciate that. What we'll do in this guy, it's just going to go through all the chords, call out the fret numbers and all that. I'm going to assume that you can read chord diagrams like the ones you're seeing on that sheet there, and that's going to help you to get along for sure. But we'll go through slowly. I'll put the names of the chords up on the screen to help you out a little bit there as well. So G. We're running out. I'm playing this first of all finger style. You don't have to. I could grab a pick and strum each of these. Works just as well with a pick, okay? Because it's going to go into a strumming thing later. I'm going to use my fingers for this one. It's going to get in there, and I'll talk about the technique. It's just sort of a grab and pull thing. And I've heard it called a cluster pluck. Terrible term for it, but I've heard it called that. So that guy there. We'll just talk further about that as we move along. Let's get you those chord shapes going, and we'll play it. Here is a G6 chord. This guy here. Watch out for the Roman numerals in the chord diagrams. If that is new to you, the Roman numeral 3 there are telling you that the first fret in that diagram is the 3rd fret on the guitar. So watch out for that. Your first finger is on the 3rd fret here of that high E. I'm going to go from low to high. So ring finger is on that D string there at the 5th fret. Middle finger is going G string, at the 4th fret. Pinky's going 5th fret, the B, and first finger's on that high E at the 3rd fret. There you go. That's a G6 chord. G6. And about this right hand thing, I've got my hand on the top 4 strings. We've got the fingers in the top 4 strings. Thumb, 1, 2, and 3 are in there. Thumb, 1, 2, and 3 on those top 4 strings, the thinnest 4. And just giving it a, they're prepared, it's called. They're already in there. So I'm just going to go boom. Just give it a pull like that. Boom. There's a finer kind of a technique we can get into, which is when you roll them out. You've got them in there like that, and just spray them like that. Just more like a piano player, like that, but not necessary. Don't get too tangled up in that, although it is a neat technique. So G6, and you're getting to D6. Here we go, D6, a lot easier. There you go there, D6, and you're on the 2nd fret of that G string, and you're on the 2nd fret of that high E. And the open circles on those chord diagrams, those mean that the open string is available. So we're either strumming that with a pick, or you're grabbing it with your right hand, like that. There's G6 to D6. Now C major 7, think of that as just a regular C chord, regular C minus the 1st finger. Regular C minus the 1st finger, and we're in there. Lovely chord, C major 7th. Yeah, so we've got 3 chords so far. Now, we're almost at the end of this first line here. B7 flat 9. That might be an unusual name for you. Pretty normal chord in jazz settings, but B7 flat 9. You'll see a fingering there of 3. 1, 4, and 2. Yeah, now there's other ways to play that. Highly recommend you do this particular fingering. It's going to get us where we're going a little bit quicker on that. For sure. B7 flat 9. Look at that. B7 flat 9, bit of a tangle. It makes it really easy to get to this next chord, B7. All I have to do is get rid of that middle finger here. Just stand up that middle finger. There we go, and that's just a straight B7. Probably an unusual fingering for you for a B7, but again, it's context. That's a good way to get there. That first line, let me go back to the top here. G6, we're going. D6, C major 7, Now B7 flat 9, a ring finger. I'm just going to drag him one to my left. Doink, like that. At least he's on the right string. Drag him one to your left, and then I'll assemble the rest of that chord. B7, there's B7 flat 9 to B7. That is your first line. Let's do it one more time for good luck. Here's G6, D6, C major 7, B7 flat 9 to B7. There we go. Here's finally an easy one. E minor, we all know and love. Second line, E minor, bow, da, da. D sharp diminished 7th is that second chord in the second line. D sharp diminished 7th. Unusual chord. Again, very normal in jazz settings. You're going to come across it in folky stuff once in a while too, and some country stuff here and there. It's a bit of a tangle. It's hard to know if it's right because it's supposed to sound really harsh. If you're wondering, like, ugh. Now remember, it's all about where it's going next. Okay, so if you're sitting on that chord, yes, it does sound terrible until it resolves to the upcoming chord here. So that is D sharp diminished 7th, and that is going to F sharp minor 6th. The names are worse than the actual shapes, right? The F sharp minor 6. Watch out for that Roman numeral 2 you're seeing there. I'm partially barred there. I'm barring the top 4 strings with the first finger, and ring fingers on the 4th fret of the D, pinkies on the 4th fret of the B. There we go, F sharp minor 6th. And that is going to a B7. I'm going to finger that a bit more traditionally because it's not coming from where it came from before. So B7. That's the end of the second line there. You may have to stop tape there and get those chords under your belt. I know it's not your standard meat and potatoes D, G, and A stuff, that's for sure. We've got some really colorful chords here. The first 2 lines back to back here, slowly. Here's G6, 3, 4, D6, C major 7, B7 flat 9, to B7, second line, E minor. D sharp diminished 7th, F sharp minor 6, B7, no more new chords, well, until the chorus. All good. So third line, E minor. Now this E minor, I put a little asterisk beside it. It's the very same shape as what we started with in the piece, which is a G6. It's the same as a G6, but if we put this note in the bottom, you'll see an open circle over the low E string. You want to play that string in the bass instead of the D string. So you get there's an E in the bottom. It's just an E minor that way. It's a fancy E minor, but you already know the shape. Just change the bass note from before. Beginning of the third line, E minor with the asterisk there. Then to your D6, which you already know. C major 7, B7 flat 9. We've already done it. To B7. Fourth line, E minor. You gotta like it. Here's his tag. E minor, 50 ways. A minor, E minor, to leave you lover. That's it. That's it. We're going to hit the chorus in a sec. Let's do all 4 lines back to back really, really slowly. Here we go. 3, 4, G6, D6, C major 7, B7 flat 9, to B7, second line, E minor, D sharp diminished 7th, F sharp minor 6, B7, E minor with the asterisk, up you go. D6, C major 7, B7 flat 9, B7, E minor, A minor, 50 ways, E minor, to leave you lover. Good, so that's it. You go all the way through it one time there. You go all the way through it and go right back to the top. And the second time through, you have to repeat that 4th line. So he'll go 50 ways to leave your lover. And he'll do that again. He'll go 1, 50 ways to leave your lover. Then we hit the chorus. So again, I know those are a lot of chords. Stop tape there, get them under your belt. They will feel a little uncomfortable at first, but at least they're not heavy, big, hairy, scary bar chords, right? So they're a bit more finesse to them, perhaps, like that. And again, you can use a pick for this, and you can use your fingers, whatever you choose. In the chorus, they break into an all-out strum. Love that. Straight G, no problem there. I'm just going to go straight down up stuff on the chorus with a big accent on 2 and 4. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'll do it from G again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now B flat. I hope you've seen this one before, but if not, it's this guy here. A couple of ways you could play that. Try to think of it as an A chord. I play my A like that with fingers 2, 3, and 4. It's an A chord. Drag it up 1 fret, and then bar across that 1st fret right there, just a 5-string bar. And you might get a dead spot on your high E, something like that. That's okay if you got, getting 4 out of the 5 strings, you've got a workable chord there. As you're pecking away and trying to get it super clean. You're gonna need that chord in a lot of songs. You may as well have it. That's your B flat. I'm gonna give it 4 beats. 1, 2, 3. Here's a C, garden variety C. 2, 3, 4, and back to G. 2, 3. Here's a chorus again, starting from the G, last line of your sheet. 3, 4, B flat, C, here's a G, chorus again, G, B flat, C, G, and you do that 4 times through the chorus, that sequence 4 times, and then just let that G linger, and you're back to a verse. To that part. There's only 2 sections, verse and chorus in there. Hey, so I know that's quick, that's for sure, but you want to get a handle on those chords, go grab that sheet from patreon.com/guitar@work. Lots more videos coming, and hard at work at that for sure. And I thank you for all your comments, suggestions, and thumbs up really do help in YouTube. This one, again, send us out to Lawrence in San Francisco, and I hope you'll enjoy those new chords. They're really, really cool. What a great campfire song. You don't often hear people play it because, as you can see, there's some neat little chords in there that not everybody knows. So I hope you've enjoyed and benefited from that. And keep the comments coming, guys. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Cheers. Bye-bye now.